What's going on, guys? I want to welcome you back to Clever's Multiverse. My name is Clever, and today I want to get into another unboxing that I've been looking to get into for a little while, and maybe not really. So I've been seeing this Doc Ock for a couple of months now. I mean, people been getting them sporadically here and there, and I've been thinking to myself, do I really want this figure? If you know my channel and you know the kind of figures that I like, you know that I'm more into the comic-based figures. I'm not really into the MCUs like that. I do have a handful of them, but I pick and choose them really, really thoroughly. Now, this is one of the ones I was really debating, like, damn, should I get this one? This one and the Green Goblin. I am a bigger Doc Ock fan than Green Goblin. So I found this one and I said, you know what? Let me just roll with it and see what's going on. First things first, I really do like the box art for the front. I mean, the figure looks outstanding. It looks really well put together on the outside. I hope the inside looks just as good. And I mean, the picture art in the back with the character right here, this looks really nice. I mean, this is a nice package. The side art of the box has more pictures of the character as well, which I feel was done very nicely. I mean, me, myself, I'm into keeping the boxes, so I really appreciate when they take time into the boxes. And on the left side, we have more pictures of Doc Ock. I mean, at least it's different pictures. I've seen boxes where they have the same exact picture on the left and the right, so at least they took a little more time with this one. And in the back of the box here, we show Doc Ock in all his prime glory. All four tentacles fully extended. I think these are bendable. I've been seeing them on YouTube. I really want to get into it and see how those look. It comes with an extra pair of hands and an extra looks like the end of the tentacles. It looks like the bottom ones are flat and the top ones are pointy. So let's crack this open and see what's going on with this. So I just finished unboxing this figure, playing with him for a little while, trying to get him in a situation where I can stand him up. And I have a few thoughts and things that I've noticed so far. One of the things that I'm really impressed with is the fact that these tentacles came with different types of attachments as far as the end parts. So let me show you what I mean. So, I mean, a lot of us have seen the classic pose where they have the Dr. Octopus standing up on the tentacles, which is something that we've all wanted to do probably, and it's also something that we have not been able to do with those less than likable tentacles that came with the last Dr. Octopus. I mean, those last tentacles were horrible. We took them because we had to, whatever the case is, but those aren't the ones we really wanted. These are the ones that we was checking for. So if you've seen the pose where they market this figure, a lot of the times they have him in the air on the bottom two tentacles, which is great. These are the ones you're going to want to stand them up with because these are completely flat. And these give you the biggest range where you can have the most surface on the bottom and you can hold them up. And I can see those being the ones to hold them up right there. It also comes with two other ones, which I thought was pretty cool because it could have just came with one. So it has these, which fold in, which is great. These are the ones that we used to seeing him fighting Spider-Man with in the Sam Raimi and also the Tom Holland Spider-Man. These even have the red eye in the middle. These don't have the red eye, just the FYI. Then it also has these tentacles, which is great because these are the ones that he would actually grab Spider-Man with. Like he would grab him in his torso with and pin him against the wall or whatever, which we've seen him do a bunch of times in the movies and also in the comic books. I also like these tentacles because the other Doc Ock tentacles, like the pincer parts are like really small, like just big enough to grab a wrist. These can grab Spider-Man. Like these are super dope. And I think it's cool that it came with 3 different types of tentacles and it lets you pick which ones you want to slap on. It also comes with a pair of alternating hands, which has the open hand for the left and the open hand for the right. Right now, I have the closed fist, and I want to see if I can get him into that classic pose where he's standing up. So let's try that real quick. Well, I guess they were not lying. I have been playing with this figure for about 10-15 minutes, and I was actually able to get him up to stand up the way they have him in the advertisement. I mean, I'm very impressed. And a lot of times they put these Photoshop images of pictures floating and them doing crazy things. And when you get them, you really can't do that. You can actually do it with this guy. One piece of advice that I will share with you is the fact that I have this guy up here, and this is kind of slippery because this is more like my YouTube showcase. This is not something that I would actually like display him on. So my shows have a little more, I guess, grip to them, a little more friction than this. This is super slippery. So you can't put the arms exactly as wide as you want them. You're going to have to put them in more so that they have some type of tension to go against. If you put them too wide, they're just going to open up the whole way and they're going to fall down. So you don't want that to happen. So that's just a little piece of advice. You see what I mean? Check this out right here. Look at this double coat that he comes with. He has the brown coat underneath with the green trench over. I mean, that's a nice little detail. that I haven't seen other ones come with. To be honest with you, I really don't like these coats because they make them very hard to pose. Anybody who knows anything about these Marvel Legends that come with these coats right here, they are a nightmare to try to get to stand in any more than just like one position. But with this figure, to be honest with you, he's not gonna have too much articulation. You're gonna be posing him with the tentacles, and that's gonna be where the majority of the articulation is gonna come in. It's gonna come in with the tentacles, not really him throwing hands with Spider-Man. I'm not too sure if it's only my figure, but the ankles on mines have they're kind of hard to move. I'm gonna put them under some water in a bag later on and see if that helps. My left ankle doesn't really want to move up and down. It doesn't really have any left to right ankle pivot. It's only the up and down. That kind of sucks. But like I said, this figure is not really for the articulation of the figure. It's really for the articulation of the accessories, in my opinion. The head sculpt on this figure really looks like the character, to be honest with you. I'm having a hard time getting him in front of the camera because of the tentacles, but he looks exactly accurate to what's going on in the movies. The detail on this figure looks very well constructed. My only gripe is that I really wish now that this had the red that came out, was it in the No Way Home? When Spider-Man took over his tentacles for a little bit, that was awesome. And that would really accentuate this piece right here. That would also be great for like a custom piece. So I could see people out there going out there and spending the time to paint each and one of those tentacles red. That would really make this pop. All right, so what's the bottom line and what do I really feel about this figure? Well, I could tell you right now, I was pleasantly surprised when I opened this figure. I was debating on getting it in the beginning. I saw the movie. I love the movie. Did I really want this figure? I didn't think I did, but I told myself, you know what? If I come across him in the wild, I'm going to pick him up. I did see him in Target today. I slapped him up and I'm pleasantly surprised. I think now I'm going to get the Green Goblin to go with it. I don't like MCU figures. I really don't. I feel like they come and go with the times. Next year, this time next year, it's over. Nobody cares. They're going to have the 17th Captain America, the 54th Thor. I really don't like MCU figures. But this MCU figure is a classic. This is from the Sam Raimi era. I really like this figure a lot. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. Plus, let's be real. I already got these three No Way Home Spider-Man. I have no villain for them. I have them sitting in the cut by themselves talking shit on the skyline. I might as well get a villain that goes with them. And I think now, if I had the chance, I would get the Green Goblin to go with them as well. And with that being said, I want to thank you for stopping by Clever's Multiverse. Man, this was a great unboxing for me. I really wanted this figure for a while. I know I wasn't the first one to get it, but you know what? I got it and it's going to look good on my shelf. If you like this unboxing, on Thursday, I have the X-Men 97 Wave 2 coming to my house. I'm supposed to get the whole thing on Thursday. I'm going to unbox those and see what's going on with them because if you look at my upcoming 2024 video, you saw that I was checking for those. So that's what's coming Thursday. And until next time, peace.